Actually, I think on the college level it's done a little bit differently, but where we're cross-bracketing and the boy that loses gets a chance to go to another bracket and see a new wrestler, we have a true third place.
Okay, Dave, thank you very much for your comments and congratulations again. Okay, that's it from here. Back to you, Matt and Jerry.
All right, Al, thank you very much. The 116-pound championship between Sam Cole of Long Branch and George Chu of Cumberland Regional. And again, we have the numbers 1 and 2 seeds.
And we have our first state champion in action. One state champion defeated in the earlier rounds of the tournament. 3 still alive that we will view during our telecast today.
Cole, the 1986 champ at this weight class. Chu finished 3rd last year at 109 pounds. Cole, only a junior, and is in position with a successful senior year to break the all-time record for wins in the state of New Jersey, currently held by Joe Melchior.
Cole sitting with 92 wins and just 4 losses, an amazing number to have by the end of one's junior year.
Joe Melchior concluded his career in 1984 with a state championship and had 125 wins and 3 losses.
And Cole was on that way with a very fine takedown. 2-0 lead over George Chu.
Dick Mataranti and Ernie Zuber are working this match, and Chu a little ill perhaps, and so we have some time taken here as we look at Sam Cole. The junior, the number 1 seed, has won 3 district titles in his 3 years. Won the Region 6 championship this year, and as Jerry mentioned, 92 wins on his career. There's George Chu, and let's see if we can see why we have the delay.
Cole was in on the single, sits, makes the little dump, a little bit of a barrel roll again, catches the stomach area a little bit of George Chu, might have taken the wind out of him. Chu seems to be fine, seems to be coming back ready for action.
2-0 advantage for Sam Cole. Chu is a district champion, won the District 31 championship, beat John Duran in the district finals. Duran was last year's 102-pound champion, and that was Duran's only loss at the time in his career. He was 52-0 entering that match. He then lost in the region semifinals in Region 8, and he did not come to Princeton.
Very fine shoulder roll by Chu, almost out for one, but the speed of Cole allowing him to stay with his opponent, gain control again, and keep that 2-0 lead.
Time taken, and this time blood has been drawn from George Chu's nose. The number 2 seed, 27-0 this year.
Matt, George Chu probably involved in the most unusual match of the tournament so far. The other evening, wrestling a very fine wrestler, Bob Murphy from Woodbridge, and a fall was called against George Chu. Murphy was declared the winner, and then after the officials conferred, they decided that the move that had created the fall was a slight bit of a chokehold and was a technical violation, and so the match was allowed to continue, and Chu went on to defeat Murphy by a score of 7-5. So not only in the finals here, but a young man that might have been eliminated the other evening, but has worked his way back, obviously through adversity, from a fall to a win in one match, and here in the finals now against Sam Cole.
Dr. Freddie Beekle out examining George Chu and trying to make sure that we don't have a delay any further in our 116-pound championship. Jerry, what does this do for Sam Cole at this point? He just has to wait until Chu is ready.
I've been very pleased looking at Cole. He went over to his coaches, talked to them for a second, and if you watch him now, it's the caged lion or tiger. He's walking around. He is totally concentrating on what he has to do when he gets out onto the mat. He knows he's on top. He knows he has to go for the breakdown. He also, I'm sure, remembers Chu's shoulder roll and wouldn't be surprised to see him go ankle, good tight waist to try and control his opponent. But he's not sitting. He's not resting. He's ready for action.
Sam Cole's dad, an assistant superintendent of schools at Long Branch. Sam, a very intelligent young man. I'm told that someday he would like to be a surgeon. Right now he's a surgeon of the wrestling room.
Could have gone over to talk to our fine Dr. Beekle and gotten a little advice during that break, too. And we saw that waist and the ankle to prevent the opponent from attempting the move that he almost escaped with earlier in this period. Cole pulling his opponent on top of him. That move was more initiated by Cole than by Chu. Chu took tremendous advantage of it to come up with the 2 points, is going to get the 3 back points on top of it.
2 seconds left in the first period, and the first 2 minutes comes to a conclusion. And the advantage 5-2 to George Chu.
Remember, we start with Cole in a position of advantage, attempting a tilt. And it is from that tilt area that we see Chu stepping across for 2 and finally picking up an extra 3.
Cole will start on the bottom. And we'll try to take a look at it once more.
Here it is. It's Cole, the aggressor. It's Chu getting the hips across, squaring away very nicely, catching the upper body of Cole, balancing off. He's getting his 3 points here, almost ended up with another tilt at the end. Very close possibility of 2 different pinning combinations there. Cole is lucky that he's not behind 7-2. Out for 1 in front, bringing himself to within 2 points of his opponent.
5-3 advantage for George Chu. The senior, number 2 seed. Cole in on the single. And he gets 2 and ties it up at 5.
Get a nice little barrel to make it a tie score. Matt, I hope the action we've seen in the first 3 bouts is indicative of what's ahead for today. We had a region tournament where we had 6 or 7 very fine matches and it slowed up. But with the talent of the people in the finals today, the amount of wrestling they've done, I expect us to see 10 or 11 matches of the caliber of the first 3 that we're viewing.
Oftentimes, once the wrestlers make it to the final, they become a little too cautious. Many times it's the semifinals that provides the most excitement. It was good semifinal round action this morning, but hopefully the championship will continue at its pace.
Not only excellent action this morning, but earlier this afternoon for the wrestle-offs for 3rd and 4th and for 5th and 6th.
Chu cautioned for stalling by Dick Mataranti. As we look at the Long Branch coaching staff. Long Branch has had a number of state champs. The Scove brothers come to mind immediately.
As fine a wrestling family as we've had in the state of New Jersey, Matt. Still competing, probably some qualifying for the Nationals at Maryland next weekend. Chu, that same hip action, almost reaching back to take Cole to the back. Cole happy to give up just the 1 there.
So Cole now trails 6-5. 25 seconds left in the second period.
Cole, the aggressor, reaching for the leg, but as he reaches, extending that body, not having the balance he wants. Now he's in much tighter on the leg. Going to be a matter of the time left in this period if he can take the 2 points in the lead.
9 seconds left.
He hits a cradle, and he should have 2 points.
No points awarded. And the second period comes to an end. No points awarded. Sam Cole looks longingly to Dick Mataranti and says, "Did I get my points?" And the referee says no, and it's a 6-5 lead for George Chu as we enter the 3rd period.
Good job by Chu, staying up high so that he wasn't towards the back, so those 2 points couldn't be awarded. Here's Cole in tight, going with the cradle, not content just to get the 2. Can't bring him in one direction, decides to bring him backwards. Had he been able to step across, he would have had the 2, but it's impossible.
Cole, the defending champion, but trailing by a point. However, Chu has been cautioned for stalling already, and if he is hit with another warning, we will have an even game at 6-6.
Armbar, very tight half from the opposite side by Cole. Cole's going to have to step outside or walk that around the head. If there's no movement shortly, we're going to see a 6-6 score because that second warning will come. But Cole has to keep working on top for the fall.
We get a potentially dangerous hold called on Sam Cole, so that will break the action. The fans not liking that, at least those who want to see Sam Cole come away with the win. Chu looks like he has injured his left shoulder. This seems to be a legitimate injury. We have seen on many occasions a wrestler who is just looking for a breather, but this seems to be a legitimate injury.
Very fine arm bar there, a little bit of a twist. Action will begin again with Cole, the state champion, down by 1 point. But again, as Matt has said, with that warning against Chu, easily to be able to tie it up if he does not move on the bottom more than he has the first 50 seconds of this period.
Each week, Steve Mayer lets you know what's happening on the high school sports scene with his Suburban High School Sports Report. That's Fridays at 8:30 and Saturdays at 5:30 every week on TV3. And I'm sure this coming Friday and Saturday he'll recap what has taken place in the basketball state championship scene along with the hockey. And of course he'll recap all the action that takes place today. We are at 116 pounds. We have 1:19 left in the third period. A 6-5 lead for George Chu over Sam Cole as Cole looks to defend his 116-pound championship. Chu has been cautioned for stalling. One more will be a penalty point in an even match.
Chu working out in front. Cole underneath, needing to reach up, pull that arm down. He would like to bring Chu down toward his back if possible.
Cole can step around, he'll get some points. Now he's looking to cradle him up.
Cole keeping control, but it's Chu very happy to be where he is. He has the lead. He doesn't have to do much down there other than move. He's not doing that now. Cole attempting to fall on top. Chu just holding. Chu trying to come out the back door.
24 seconds left.
Cradle is in by Cole. He has to bring Chu backward. He works hard to bring him backwards. He's staying behind him. Chu attempting to step across.
10 seconds left.
Separating a state champion from defeat or an overtime.
2 seconds left. And that's it. Sam Cole, unable to defend his state championship. And the junior, tremendously upset. Some of the fans don't enjoy the result, thinking that Chu perhaps should have been hit with another stalling warning. But the senior, George Chu, who finished third at 109 last year, will, in this his final year, win a state championship. So our congratulations go to George Chu from Cumberland Regional High School. And we're going to take a short break as we have crowned 3 champions, 9 more still to go.
Here we are with George Chu, the state champion at 116 pounds from Cumberland High School. And George, you're the first one out of Cumberland. And tell us a little bit about Cumberland High School and the program and your experiences.
Well, the school's been existing for about 10 years now. There's not really much of a wrestling program, and there's no mini program. When I started in high school with Coach Pete DiBiase, who really devotes a lot of time to the program, I think it'll be coming up in the next couple of years as more kids realize that they can come to the States also.
And George, you defeated Sam Cole, a returning state champion, in the finals, Sam winning it as a sophomore. How did that affect your match out there in the championship finals?
Well, going into the match, I had previously beaten 2 sophomore state champs, one of being John Dorn last year at 102, and the year before, Greg Griffith. So I was feeling pretty comfortable because, you know, I won a state title. Anybody can win it, it seems like. So I just went out there and relaxed and wrestled pretty well.
So Sam Cole was the 3rd state champion that you have defeated in your experience, and it wasn't that much of a awesome experience for you.